Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. All right. It's a beautiful 70-degree day, at least. It is cool and breezy and sunny out after all that rain we had for those 3 days straight. But as you can see, I could finally made my way into the garage. Since I do not have any repair work going on at the moment, I did get a deck that was dropped off to me. Basically, somebody cannibalized parts off of this. It's missing boards and different things, and so this basically became a junk machine for parts. So I just want to give you guys a little walkthrough of when you're doing this type of work, especially for 3/4 pneumatic machines. It's always important to keep certain parts, and this happens time and time again. I've always had people sending me repairs, and I'll be able to dig through a box and I'll have a part available to fix their unit. All right, this is a pretty much stripped down VO 7600. I still have a few other things of importance to take off of this wise. But as you can see, I cannibalized a lot of parts, and also tons of the parts were missing from the guy that gave me this machine. He said he tried to fix it on his own, and then he found out about me, and he said if he would have found out about me ahead of time, he would have never even touched it and brought it over, and he ended up spending a lot of money on eBay to buy one that so-called works, and I'm ending up servicing that one anyways. So the guy kind of lost two different ways on this. This one he bought, he said it was working and it wasn't, and he thought he'd do a weekend warrior repair and found out it's not easy to work on these. And then he bought another deck off eBay. Of course, I keep telling people they don't work. Sure enough, he contacts me and says, I'm bringing it by. I did get it off eBay, and it does not work. He says, I don't understand why people sell shit and it just doesn't work. I said, this is people trying to make a living on eBay. This is what they do. These guys are not rocket scientists. They don't know if this stuff is working properly, and none of it's serviced. So if you want to spend that kind of money, all power to you. So he's learned his lesson. He's going to be bringing me over another deck. This one he told me just to keep for parts, what was left of it. And so today we're scrapping it out. So let's show you something. Turn this thing around. All right, on the bottom, there's not a whole hell of a lot really to keep. These actuators really don't go bad, so I never really grabbed those. I may keep some of the harnesses because of the plugs. Sometimes you pull a plug, you break a wire on it, and you need a matching one. So I'll keep some of the ends with some long wires on them. I'll pull some of these off. And on the front of it, of course, a majority of it was cannibalized and taken out. I did keep the important boards, what was left of them anyways. Audio board, a servo board, and the front panel board, which always gets broken in shipping, so I always make sure to keep these. And I kept the front bezel, which was not destroyed on this one, so this will go in a box for the 7600, so if I need parts, I can pull from this box. Again, as you can see, everything is really getting pulled. I'll pull this audio head off, but pretty much everything else on this is just pretty much crap. I'll take the capstan roller off, and so a majority of this is not really user-friendly for changing out. I'll take the brake pads out, keep those. So there's like 3 or 4 things left, and then the rest of this frame bodice can be just thrown in the garbage. And, it's all metal, and I would scrap it for the aluminum, but it's so much trouble for this one little piece. I don't think I'm even going to bother with the whole thing. I'm just going to grab the essentials off this to get it out of my way and that type of thing. All right, as far as good parts to keep that I did get off this thing, we did get the power block, which is on the back. These do short out, and I have a few of these, and I can add them to the ones I already got over there. So I have a power block for the 7600, and these do go out. I get some of these 7600s, and they do not power up, and usually 9 times out of 10 it's the power block. So we got that. Or it'd be the fuse panel that goes in front of the power block. It'd be either this IC here or pop fuse or something like that. So I'm going to keep that as well. The belt, the spindles, and of course the loading motors for the loading ring. Like I said, this one here is real simple to rebuild. Now it's out of the unit. I can use it on another one. So we definitely will keep this. And this is the actual audio in and out through RCAs on the back. These do go bad. Most of the time they get smashed in. So in this situation, I'm going to keep this one because I might just need it. Because I get somebody who sends me one of these 7600s, and these it's been smashed in from shipping, and this is one of the first things that get hit pretty hard. I could swap it out with a new one. And of course, you got your drive motor run. This is the motor that runs your fast forward, rewind, play. It connects to the one belt, which is this one right here. These always go bad, so I'm going to keep this one. Seems like it's in relatively good shape. So there was a few parts I was able to keep off of this Sony VO 7600, and of course the capstan motor. This one's in great shape, no noise, it's not squealing, spins very, very well. These are very worth keeping because I always run into units that have bad capstans, and these are very simple to change, and I could just swap it out with one off of another machine and get your machine right up and running again. So I do keep some parts. I don't keep everything. You know, like I said, guys, I don't want to be buried in all this shit, but I do keep essential parts because it seems like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh shit, broken front panel. Okay, I need another front board for it. You know, it's some of the stuff that I know in shipping and common stuff that goes bad, I keep, and of course the scanners. So just to give you a little idea what's today's day is all about. I have no work or repairs going on. I could use your repairs, guys. Money's getting tight here, so I mean, if you guys have stuff you want repaired, please send it to me. But right now I'm just getting caught up on cleaning my garage a little bit and getting rid of crap. So hope you guys enjoyed this video.